what's going on, guys and gals? Dan the Man coming at you from the 60s Rule channel. And yes, we have another episode of Dioramas with Dan the Man. Yeah, this will be episode number 3. And I see a lot of you really like this series, man. I'm digging this too, you know. It's a lot of fun to pull out these dioramas, I built over the years, and just to, you know, show you guys, what you can do, with a little bit of imagination, and they're a lot of fun to do, you can buy kits to put on your dioramas, and you can actually do a lot of scratch building as well, and you combine those two elements together and come up with something like this. So, like I said in the previous videos, I watch a lot of documentaries, and a lot of military documentaries, and this one happens to be Africa Corps at Rest, Tunisia, 1943. We have a German tank crew over here. They're getting prepared and planning out their next move over here in the desert, and let's see what else we got. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to spin this around really slow over here, all right? This way you can get all different angles and a different perspective of what we did over here. And, this is a small base. This is a 12-inch by 6-inch diorama. All the figures over there are 72nd scale. And the tents over here, I think they were Pegasus, if I'm not mistaken. And the Tiger tank over there, that is, is that a Italy kit? It might be. I don't remember. I should have wrote it down, but sometimes I save the ends of the boxes so I know, what manufacturers they were. And, these, you notice these dioramas, I have these plaques on here. I think it just adds just a little more, I guess, character to the diorama, because you're trying to capture a moment in time, and you're telling a story. So these plaques I actually got on Amazon. There's a lot of engravers, and I think they're like about between 10 and 15 bucks. You get them in all different shapes, sizes. You could put I guess squeeze as many characters as you want, and you design it yourself, and I think it just adds a little character to the diorama. And yeah, we scratch built a lot of things in there too, and I'll show you in a second. I'll take this off the stand over here, and we'll show you, get a closer look at everything. So let's see. It started off right over here with this build, this Tiger. I think it's a Tiger 1 tank. I don't know what version it is, but we built her up, and we did a lot of weathering and detailing to it, because they're in the desert. And things are going to get nasty out there, dusty, they had to, put up with all those different elements, the dirt, the sand getting clogged up in their equipment, and, the sun beating down on them all day long. And you can see they made a little, I guess that would be a lean-to there. Yeah, so, yeah, we scratch built that over there. You can see a couple of soldiers just trying to, get out of the sun, and you see one guy's just laying down over there. So and then we got the tank commander over there. He's looks like he's reading his orders, and then we got another guy sitting there smoking a cigar. And these two soldiers over here, they're loading up their ammunition into the rear of the tank over there. And then we got two guys sitting next to this well. They're just chilling out there, contemplating on their next mission. And yeah, that was a kit. That was a kit. We put that together, and we actually put some water in there. I think it was AK Interactive. They make some great scenic, simulated water products, And that little field kitchen there, that was a metal kit. So yeah, we put that together. That was a lot of fun, yeah. I don't know the manufacturer, but I know it was a metal kit. Yeah, the field kitchen. And we got a couple of soldiers over here grabbing a bite to eat over there. And then we have the commanders over here. They're planning their next move. And I scratch built that little table there. Try to hold this camera still, guys. And I scratch built that little map over there they laid out. So they're planning their strategy right there. And then let's see, we'll zip around this side. Oh, you can see the tracks over there. What a good a plan to do is I use spackling compound. I'll show you all the materials after I get done explaining the details on this, and I'll show you the supplies that I use. But I use a spackling compound, and I usually wet it too. I get a dampen a brush, and and then I'll take the tracks, from that tank over there, and just press it into the spackling compound, and then when it dries, you're ended up with that little form over there. You could do that with even a car. If you want to put tracks in ruts in a road, a dirt road, you can do that while it's wet, and then when it dries, you can paint it and weather it. So let's move on this side over here, and we can see a couple of crew members over there. They're working on this aircraft, anti-aircraft gun over there. So they're trying to, figure out why it wasn't working properly. And then, this little maintenance there. And then we got a little remnants of a wall over here. And then they're storing all their ammunition. You can see over here and behind that wall. And we got some more barrels and drums and, supplies over there. So, let me spin this around this way. Here's a little view over here from the side. You can see a perspective on this side over here. Let me spin this around this way. I'll put you back in the holder, guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, this is a lot of fun, man. I really dig doing dioramas, man. I just, you can get so creative with these things, and it doesn't take a lot, all the scenery and everything. Now, I'll show you some of the products that we used over here. First of all, the base, right? This is what I always use over here. This is 1-inch foam board, right? Insulation foam board. You can get like they call it a craft sheet. It's 2 feet by 2 feet. Well, it's getting a little pricey now. It's about, I think, $9, but I can get probably about maybe 4 to 6 dioramas out of one big sheet. It depends on the size. It's up to you. You want to do a 12 by 12, you can get four diorama bases out of one of those big sheets. And then use some foam board over here you can get at the the dollar store, and that's how I made those walls back there. All right, let me show you that. You see those walls back there? That's what I use. That foam board. And like I said, go to the dollar store, pick a whole sheet of this stuff up. You can, a lot of uses for this, And once we get our base done and everything, then we have to do some terrain over here, and that's where this comes in. This spackling compound right over here. I mean, you can buy this anywhere. This is a quart. This will last me like a long time. I got this at Ace Hardware. This is the best spackling compound I've used. It really works well. It spreads out nice, And like I said, I take a damp brush and I spread it out, and it takes about 24 hours to dry. Sometimes a little longer, but once it's completely dry, then you can start adding all your details and your ground cover and whatever. And for ground cover, I get some of this moss over here. This is the dollar store. You buy this in the floral section. Like what is that, $1.25? You get a whole bag of this. Comes in like the dark green, and you can get this color as well over here. You can simulate weeds or whatever. Chop it up real small, make ground cover out of it. And I always save branches. I go outside my yard, and I have a whole bunch of these old twigs. You can simulate logs. You can make maybe little trees out of these things. Use this as a base for a tree. And speaking about trees, I save these little twigs. All from outside my garden, guys, outside in your yard, And you can take one of these branches over here, and you get some of this Arlen's tacky glue. You apply it right over here to these ends of these little branches over here, and then you stick it in this clump foliage over here I get from Woodland Scenics, you know, and you just shape it, you know, depends on the scale of, you know, what you're working on, you know, big scale, small scale, doesn't matter. You can always cut these down. You just make it any size you want, you know. Just go outside, just look at all the trees, you know, every tree is different, man. You look at nature, you know. Not all two are the same, you know. And that's basically what I use there. Oh, and the border that goes around here, you can use some of this balsa. You can buy sheets of this at the hobby store. I think Hobby Lobby, Michael's, everybody sells this, you know. And this is so easy to cut with a hobby knife. You get a straight edge on here. You cut it any size you want, and that's what I used over here for the border all the way around. Sometimes I leave it natural wood. Sometimes I paint it. Sometimes I stain it. It's totally up to you, you know. Sometimes it looks good just natural wood. It just makes it a nice little neat diorama, you know. Just finishes it off really nice. And if you don't have access to that, I bought these sticks, I think at the dollar store or Walmart. I don't know where I got these from, but there was 5 of them in a pack, and you can use that as well. See, you can cut these down to size. You know, these were really cheap too. You know, so they work out good. They're just stirring sticks. You know, so a lot of household products you can use, guys. So yeah, there we go. There's another episode over here of Dioramas with Dan the Man. I'll give you a bird's eye view of this diorama over here. And we'll give you another little spin around over here. I think I covered all the details on this diorama here. So, yeah, we'll give you just another little spin around here. Show you what we did. Alrighty, I'll put you back in the holder, and that concludes this episode number 3 of Dioramas with Dan the Man. Hope you enjoyed the video, and remember, guys and gals, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Guys, take care, be safe, and keep on building.